Hey, what's up guys? I got this cordless NAVAC vac pump that I'm going to use this Milwaukee, it's actually a Makita to Milwaukee adapter M18, and I'm going to plug it in today using my Appion vacuum hose here. It's 3/8 down to 1/4 inch, and we're going to use this adapter today, see how well it works. See how well vacuum it pulls and how fast. All right, stay tuned. I'm also using this Yellow Jacket, obviously battery operated cordless, whatever you want to call it, vacuum gauge. I like to do a one hose system on my vacuums. I'll put the larger, again, vacuum pump line on hose on the suction line here, and then this will be on the smaller liquid line side. That way I know I'm pulling a vacuum all the way through the system, and yeah, we're gonna see how well it goes. All right, now one thing I did notice is that the battery sits a little lower than the main frame of the vacuum pump. So I'm good with oil. It's sitting pretty level here on the ground, but I did have to dig down a little bit to get the battery to again, not push up the vacuum pump. Let's go ahead and get it started. Got my line open, and go ahead and open up our lines here. And I think I got a target for like 300, but I always go a lot lower than that. Actually, now I got it open. I didn't have it open earlier. Alright, should be at the high now, and it's dropping, so I'm gonna let it go for a little bit and see how it does here in a few minutes. Alright, it has been about 10 minutes and I'm below 300. I'm gonna probably let it go a few more minutes while I'm working on condensate and other things, power for the indoor unit, but thermostat stuff, but I'll let it go for a few more minutes and then we'll put it on a hold test. Alright, down to 195. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do a hold test here for a little bit, see how it goes. Alright guys, it's been like 11 or 12 minutes and we are at 197, 198. It held, again, vacuum for that long, and that's all it went to, so I'd say it did pretty well. This little NAVAC with the Milwaukee battery. I am curious what the battery life is. Let me check it. And it's at 3 bars after running for that long. I want to say I ran it for about 15 minutes approximately. So yeah, now it's time to go ahead and make a charge to the system, because I got about 46 feet of line set, and take away 10 feet because that's what it's pre-charged for, which gives me 36. Multiply 0.6 gives me 21.6 ounces of refrigerant I need to add, which I'm about to do. All right, it's all connected, and I usually add to the liquid line side because that's where the filter dryer is, so any contaminants can get pushed through that as I charge it. So let's go ahead. As you can see, it's at 0. And let's go ahead and open that up. 21 ounces, which is actually 1 pound and like 5 ounces, 600. All right, I did 1.9. Maybe a little bit of overcharge, but it's all good. Alright, before I open up the system from the unit, I like to put in the Schrader cores while I only have the additional charge I put in, not from the unit, just in case I have an issue with the Schrader core. It's a lot easier to fix just a few ounces versus pumping down the whole system. So that's why I like to do it before I open up these service valves. Alright, just until it's a little snug. Let go. I'll crack open this. Okay, make sure there's no leak in the Schrader. And you can remove the core removal tool. I sometimes like to come back and just make sure that it's snug, and it is. Awesome. Alright, so got the cores back in, and now it's time to open the service valves. I'll start with the liquid line. And there we go. Larger one I use the ratchet for. Backseat it, and now it's time for caps. Sometimes I like to put an eye-log on here, and also the service caps too, just to help with to prevent any future leaks if there is any. But I think we're good. All right, looks like we're all about wrapped up. Here's the indoor unit, by the way. 60K, 80% gas furnace downflow. Ended up using a Bosch because that's all my distributor had, but that's okay. It's got a TXV. It's a nice A-coil. Filled up the condensate pump. That's why I don't put a trap in. But I ran the line set up over basically around the garage, and then down that wall and outside to where the outdoor unit is. But yeah, turned out pretty good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one.